Hi, can you control a Windows laptop from another laptop running Ubuntu? Let's see how it works. In this demonstration, I'm going to control a Windows laptop remotely from another laptop running Ubuntu. Both laptops are connected to the same private network. Before starting, I had to prepare the Windows laptop for remote access. I enabled the appropriate Windows firewall rules for ICMP so that the two laptops could communicate using ping. I also installed the Open SSH server on Windows, started the SSH service, and configured it to start automatically with Windows. Finally, I set the network connection to private, since this is a trusted local network. Now let's see how the two laptops communicate. First, I use ping from Ubuntu to check whether the Windows laptop is reachable over the network. As you can see, the Windows laptop responds to the ping requests. Next, I use SSH to connect from Ubuntu directly to the Windows laptop. I enter the password of the Windows user, and now I have a remote command line session on the Windows computer. This means that I can execute commands on Windows directly from the Ubuntu laptop. For example, I can create a directory on the Windows computer and create a text file inside it. Notice that although I'm typing these commands on the Ubuntu laptop, the directory and the file are actually being created on the Windows laptop. We can verify this by looking at the Windows screen. Now let's move from individual remote commands to automation. This is where Ansible becomes useful. Ansible allows me to describe a sequence of operations in a playbook and execute them remotely on the Windows computer. First, I run a simple Ansible test to verify that Ansible can communicate with Windows successfully. Ansible connects to the Windows laptop through SSH, executes the requested task, and reports the result back on Ubuntu. This playbook creates a directory named remote test on the Windows machine and generates a text file named hello.txt inside it. Now let's run a more complete playbook. This second playbook, named Windows_test2.yml, performs several additional remote operations. For example, it executes PowerShell commands, displays pop-up messages directly on the Windows desktop, checks for and installs the Firefox browser using the Windows Package Manager, and then reboots the machine to finish up. The important point is that I am controlling all of these operations from the Ubuntu laptop. The Windows laptop is not being controlled manually with its keyboard and mouse. Instead, Ubuntu sends the instructions through SSH. Ansible executes them on Windows, and the results are returned to Ubuntu. This is the basic idea behind using Ansible for Windows automation. And the same approach can be extended much further. Instead of just creating a file or installing one application, an Ansible playbook can configure many settings, install multiple applications, copy files, run scripts, restart computers, and perform many other administrative tasks automatically. So in this example, Ubuntu is the Ansible control machine, while the Windows laptop is the managed machine. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.